So Spain just approved universal free healthcare for illegal migrants who are in Spain from anywhere in the world. Let's do jazz hands so we don't trigger the left by clapping. But anyway, there is a question though, which I've noticed a lot of right wingers have stopped asking. Why did the government do this? Like, why exactly did the Spanish government decide to do this? And usually the explanations are too simplistic for my liking. It's the government hates its people, or the Jews, the Jewish people have tried to puppeteer the government of Spain in order to destroy the white population, because the whites from Spain are the only people on planet Earth that could have stopped the Jews in their world conquest. This is the explanation I got from X, by the way. I'm not kidding. Like, literally, that's... Now, look, I don't know if these explanations are true or not, but usually, from what I know about politics and politicians, they don't really follow the grand plan. What they have are a list of incentives. And so most politicians, as you can imagine, they want to make cash. They want to make money. That's what they're in for, and that's what they're trying to accomplish. And so the grift is paramount, right? So when you analyze politics, you have to look at where the grift is. Like, how are the politicians benefiting from doing something like this? And also, the grift isn't everything. Like, some politicians may genuinely be ideologically motivated, or some may genuinely do certain things that they believe is actually good for the country in the long run. And so let's look at most of them. First of all, the decision to give illegals free healthcare. The ideological reason is that they're compassionate, right? Like, look at this lady. She is oozing with empathy. If you are starving next to her, she would take you into her house and feed you. That's how empathetic she is. So that's what they're telling the public. The cynical reason, the economic reason, is that illegal migrants in Spain already benefit from emergency medical procedures. And so if you're in Spain right now, regardless from whatever nation you come from, and you get into a car crash, they already treat you. And by the way, that's extremely expensive. And so what they're saying is that since we're doing that, like, might as well give them the whole shebang. And their plan is to also start taxing the illegals and force them to also pay for healthcare. Because now if they benefit, well, then they should also be taxed. Again, like, this is their arguments. This is what they're saying. Which is, oh, well, if they're getting free healthcare, they can also benefit from free taxation. I don't know how they're going to implement this. The whole idea, it's like, what is an illegal person? It's a person that doesn't have the legal reason of being in a nation. Like, they bypassed all the checkpoints. They didn't get vetted at the border. They can be a criminal, they can be a terrorist. Like, you don't know. They didn't go through the official networks. And because they didn't go through the official networks, like, they should already be suspicious. Because normal law-abiding citizens just go through the border. And so the government is aware that we're talking about people that don't give a fuck about their laws. They're willing to break them, and they know that they're not going to be punished. But for some reason, they're going to magically start paying taxes. Okay, sure, why not? The other reason that Spain's government is doing this is because they want more migrants. Like, migrants is their spice melange. It's their wealth. It's their treasure. It's why Spain has a government for migrants, and not just any migrants, illegal migrants. Like, those are the creme de la creme. Those are the crop. You know, like, that's what politicians are fighting for right now, to get more illegal migrants into their nation. The reason that they're doing this, obviously, is because of the votes. Now, the illegal migrants themselves may not vote, but hopefully, one day, their children may, you know? And of course, just because you don't vote, that doesn't mean that you can't motivate people to vote. You know, that doesn't mean that when you have, like, a right-wing populist, you can't create a mob to shut them down. That doesn't mean that you can't have people organizing and do door-to-door activism just because they can't vote. And so when you say that illegal migrants get free healthcare, well, I mean, you're inviting the entire world. And I guess, like, this causes a lot of upset in Britain. Like, Britain may lose its illegals. Do you understand the horror? You know, instead of taking the dinghies and going there to vote Labour and to help Keir Starmer win the next elections, they may actually go to Spain. I mean, seriously, I think like we have an all hands on deck in the United Kingdom right now because this may be a national tragedy. Like, their own illegals may now go to Spain. I'm not kidding, by the way. I'm genuinely serious. Let's look at other reasons why they want to do this. Well, obviously, it's because most of these politicians, like, they don't want to lose their seats, right? And the way they lose their seats is when their citizens start talking and hold them accountable. And so now that you have more illegals, you can pass down more hate speech laws. You can pass down more laws to crack down on the internet. Like, all of the authoritarian shit comes with diversity, inclusivity, and equity. Notice how Europe, especially Western Europe, during the Cold War, they were championing democracy, free speech, freedom of expression, the ability to criticize your politicians, the ability of writing whatever the fuck you wanted in a newspaper. That existed in Europe. Well, all of a sudden that you have diversity, it's like, oh, well, I mean, we can't allow our citizens to say nasty shit about the newcomers. Like, we need hate speech laws. We need to look at what people post on social media. We need to crack down on free speech. If possible, we need to actually make certain parties illegal. Like in Germany, they tried doing that with the AfD. So, like, again, they benefit from this, right? Like, the people in power, they would not be able to push for authoritarian measures if they didn't have migrants. And of course, it's the idea, like right now in the UK, like apparently being English is something that anyone can be. Like, I could be English. Like, all you have to do is to go over there and claim that you're English. And so when the Spanish government does this, it's like they want to erode the concept of nationalism in order to delegitimize any platform that right-wingers have. Like, the concept of nationalism needs to become an outdated concept. The concept of a modern state, as I mentioned before, is just a plot of land where economic transactions happen. And finally, you have to think about the leftist voter. The leftist voter is a person that lives in a city. Cities are places that disconnect people from others. It's a paradox. Like, despite the fact that in a city you have tens of millions of people, those people are far more isolated than the individuals that live in a small town. You see so many faces, you see so many people, and yet you do not talk with almost any of them. And so the people that live in the cities, they have a different lifestyle. So they don't really care about their nation's culture. They don't really care about their history or ethnicity or anything like that. What they do care about is their corporate HR person that indoctrinates them into diversity, inclusivity, and equity. And so they have a different way of thinking. Like, for them, life is all about making wealth. Like, it's all about materialism, making cash. And of course, when they're at the workplace, they interact with various people from various cultures, and they don't really care about Spain as a community. And those are the people that vote left. And also, they're not really educated in economy, and they don't really understand how things work. Like, for them, things get more expensive, and it's usually because corporations are becoming more greedy. If they can't afford a house, it's because the landowner is being evil. Like that's their understanding of the world. So, like, they're never putting two and two together. They don't get that their generation should actually have more access to almost everything simply because we are fewer than the boomers. And we should actually experience the same thing that peasants experienced after the Black Death. Like, they became very valuable, and all of a sudden peasants could own land. This is what happens when you have a very small workforce. Like, the employer actually has to beg people to come and work, and they have to give perks and raise wages and shit. But the average leftist doesn't understand this. Like, he's unaware. And so if things go really bad, he has money to leave. And this is their exit plan. You know, like, they go to another city, they go to another place, they go to another country because they're in the EU. And so they're genuinely not concerned. Like, they don't view this as a bad thing. If Spain stops being Spain, who fucking cares? Like, they're just going to go to Germany, or they're going to go to Poland and then apply the same mentality and the same politics in Poland that they had in Spain. So basically, this is why the government is passing this. To recap, it's good for them politically. It delegitimizes the right-wing platform by eroding the concept of nationalism and eroding the idea that citizens and illegal migrants are different. And they're also thinking about the economic argument, where they're like, okay, well, if we give emergency healthcare to illegals, why not just give them the whole shebang and tax them? Again, I don't know how they're going to tax them. That's very interesting. But that's what they're saying, right? Like, they're basically claiming that they will be able to tax illegals for... Okay, we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.